And welcome back to our short session. Good afternoon, Victory. Victory is.
Magnificent. Dr. Magnificent is in the building January 1st. We are here.
I mean, we don't mess around and went live, but guess what? We're coming to you because we're just we're bringing forth the branding pages. We're coming into a whole nother year, so we're talking about rebrand to expand. So we're going to this broadcast is going to be is coming. We're building this plane and flying it as we're landing it, as we're going. So guys, I'm Dr. Magnificent. This is Victory Ed, and we're going to calm down a minute and just get real social with you and just say thank you and welcome to 2025 as we get ready to thrive and arrive not only alive and not just survive, but to do what? Thrive.
In
Victory Ed, tell them
2020.
what the rebrand is all
Well, man, rebranding is about taking that what you have and tuning it, fine tuning it, making it even better so that you can expand your brand.
about.
I
See,
mean,
I mean, you can. Oh,
it's nothing like expanding your brand. For one, Dr. Mac,
what is the brand? Go on.
I want to say this is we want to encourage everybody to first think about being a brand.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. Think about it. Yeah, break that down.
Yeah. Well, thinking about your brand, you have to know for one what your direction is, what your focus is, what you're trying to do, who your audience is, and how you connect with your audience. We always talk about your vibe and your tribe, so your brand is really like that. So once you know what your brand is, once you focus on it, and once you got it, once you created it, and once you know exactly where you're going with it, what'll happen is that vibration will attract those who need to be a part or who want to be a part of your brand. And that's
Exactly.
expansion right
Exactly. Well, and that's the whole thing. See, your brand precedes your marketing, your brand precedes your offer, your brand precedes the sales process, because without the brand, none of that takes place. And so, we looked at it and said, well, dadgum, all these, as an artist, as an author, as an entrepreneur, as an individual that has influence and wants to leverage that influence, the brand is what is, you have to understand the brand to be able to expand. Who are you? What do you represent? What do you want people to anticipate or to see you as representing? And those are the types of experiences that in the rebrand to expand challenge that we're going to be bringing forth. So now, Victory, as an accomplished musician, as a forward-thinking, innovative musician that has been on stages with some giants, has done some incredible things that's done and discovered the inner workings, the backdrop of the industry. What do you think that the brand of that artist coming forth? What do they need to know in order to get visibility, validation, and what's the other word? Validation and verification. What do they need?
Well, first and foremost, as we move forward in the new music business, I think one thing that is actually the missing piece of entertainment is artists have to want to be developed.
Mm,
Artist development in the last 20 years that I've experienced in this business, I mean, I've been in this business 27 years. In the last
okay.
20 years, I've seen the digression of artist development, you know, in the digression of it, of even artists wanting artist development. So I think that my goal is to inspire artists to actually first realize that to move forward in the music business or the entertainment business as a whole, you have to actually want to be developed. You have to actually want to coach. The independent nature of the business has to actually, become an interdependent situation again. So that way, and artists
Mhm.
have to be cognizant about, okay, I'm getting into something that I may not know it all just yet, or may not know it, nothing, but I need to know that I need to know that I need to be developed. So branding is a part of that development, and that's actually where the development starts. Who are you? Who?
Because it's going to tell people who you are. It's going to tell people so that they don't have to search and say, "Oh wow, this person is this. This is his presentation. This is his image. This is his avatar." And that brand, you associated with it. So when if they look at it and that brand says negativity or that brand doesn't promote positivity, and just think about this. So often these young artists will go out and do some insensitive thing and then find themselves initially thinking it doesn't matter because I can do what I want to do. Then when they see plummeting sales or backlash from social media or from mainstream media, then they have to do a quick check and say, hey, what I do does matter. My actions do matter. So in the branding pages, part of what we want to do is make sure that we have a silent salesperson that's going to be able to tell you a story in a positive manner.
I think the nature of what you've created with branding pages is phenomenal because it goes beyond the norm of what artists normally usually have, like a link tree or um, just even an Instagram. A branding page is actually like what when we started years ago, when we first met, we started Leads Today, and those Leads Today were, I called it a doorbell, but this is even
Yeah,
beyond the doorbell. The door, because this is actually you actually can let them in and go further, but when they get to the door, they can understand who you are from top to bottom. I think it's such a phenomenal system, and I think that's the why this concept is going to be so great, because it's just an advance in technology.
whole
You
thing is.
elevated, I mean, literally, I mean, the whole world. This is our anniversary of January 1st coming on, doing our podcast. Every year we've been consistent for the last 3 to 4 years of doing this. And I will say, as I edify you, your 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 skill set, and then the mentality that you've had to go from, hey, I need a landing page from you guys, can you help me, to where I've seen you elevate to now, you have these concepts and you have these ideas that now this branding page is actually brings everything that I've heard you talk about, from GPS, which is the beginning, you got to know where you're going, to Author Plus University, to where let's give you some education, to where now we want to take that and we want to brand you and push you down the road a bit, so your road becomes even wider and you expand. So I think the concept that you come up with branding pages is so phenomenal that it's going to take off, and it's going to be so great. It's going to be way bigger than you can even think or imagine. I'm floored. And not only did you do this for the authors, you brought me on to help branding pages for the artist, the entertainer, which is even a greater thing, because
That's
authors.
that's that's going to be huge because as you so often say, the industry is not necessarily kind to emerging artists, and they find themselves getting involved in contracts or situations where it's not in their best interest. So with the branding page, they're able to control their revenue by being able to have a silent salesperson be able to go out and say, "Hey, take a look at this new song. Take a look at this new song." I wish y'all the next time we come on, we're gonna play your new song. I'm from Texas. OMG. It was so much fire. I felt like I was jamming, dancing. I was loving the country. I was loving the rap, the R&B. So listen, guys, we want to be able to bring visibility so that you can have validation and verification so that you can increase your what? Compensation. And that's what this is all about. We're here to help you become the best version of yourself. A plus means it's the author plus, it's the artist plus, but it's everything plus, the very best, the excellent, the level of excellence. And so, as we teach you that, the both uh, Victory has just gone through a rigorous year of in a music production school here in there in LA. Taking a quick semester off, but he's in a position where he is so fully focused on the industry and it knows some of the intricacies that if you implement these within your strategy, then you'll leverage and have a better, more productive outcome. But more importantly than that, the same thing on the self-publishing side. So you need to get ready because we're winding this down right now. You need to get ready because we're going to be hosting a one-day rebrand to expand event that's going to be taking place in about 2 weeks. We're going to put the details out and make it available to everybody. But that being said, y'all have an awesome rest of your day. Edward, Victory, what do you want to just close out by saying?
Take your brand seriously. This is
Mm.
2025, and this is the first day of the year and the first day of the rest of your life. So you can take this day and take it seriously. So when you hear this broadcast, no matter when you hear it, remember I said, take your brand and your business serious. And once you do that, you'll always be free. You'll always have the freedom that you need to succeed. My name is Ed. You can call me Victory Ed. And that's my friend right there.
I'm Dr. John L. Mack. I'm the one that makes the paper stack. And this year, we're going to be stacking paper all over the place because I made the decision that I am magnificent and you can be as well. You can choose the identity that you want to operate in, one of failure or one of success. You know, we're mentored by failure. When we go through these processes and things don't work, that doesn't mean that we fail. That means we learned the lesson that don't work. And so we got to figure out what does. That's why we want to rebrand so we can expand. This is Dr. John L. Mack, and Victory, and I will be back. See you on the next side. Holla.